We are back at O'Mara Ford, and we're looking at the new Fords for this year. We're going to talk with Justin Chavez in a little tiny bit, but this is the new 2014 C-Max Hybrid by Ford.
Got the 2014 C-Max. This car actually gets 43 miles to the gallon city and freeway. It's also available in the Energy, which is the plug-in for Ford, and it's got a humongous amount of space inside. This is a 2014 Fiesta. The Fiesta is actually a model that was born in Europe and brought over to America. This model is actually in its third generation, and this is one of those 50 plus miles per gallon vehicle when you get out on the freeway. So if you're looking to save gas, this is the car. This is actually 5-star offset rating and 4-star on-side. As a 14 Taurus SHO, this does have the EcoBoost engine in it. It's a 6-cylinder. 420 pound-feet of torque and 365 horsepower. It is just a mean machine. It will get up and go. The SHO can only be had in all-wheel drive, and with the amount of horsepower and torque, you don't want something just front-wheel drive. In NASCAR this year, Ford is racing with the Fusion and the Taurus as well. This is the 2014 Mustang Shelby GT. This is the beast. You've got 662 horsepower in this car. It does only come in manual transmission, so only enthusiasts need apply. This is the car that your mom warned you about when you were back in high school that was going to get you in trouble. And when you pop the hood, that 662 horsepower is there because of the supercharger that's under the hood in this car. The only two that I've got are sitting here in the showroom floor because they're a very high allocation vehicle, but I do have the GT and the V6 Mustangs that are outside and available right now for a test drive. Ford Escape now is in the new body style for 2 years. With 14, we've got the SE model, and the titanium. Standard is going to be the power lift gate, available panoramic roof, and you've got the 19-inch nickel alloy metal in the wheels that just sets that car off. Ford Explorer is the base, XLT, Limited, and the Sport model. In the base all the way through the Sport model, you can get four-wheel drives. The Sport model actually only comes in four-wheel drive. The Halo car is going to be the Sport model, which is based on the XLT, but it has that similar engine from the SHO with 365 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. So if you're that minivan mom that wants to get to the game quickly, the XLT in the Sport model is the one that you want. Ford Expedition is available in the XLT and in the Limited with a short and a long wheelbase. The long wheelbase is named the EL. For 2014, the only engine is going to be the 5.4 liter, but it's rated to tow up to 8,000 pounds, so hooking up the boat or that travel trailer to get up to the mountains and back without any problem. The new Transit Connect for 2014 changed the Transit Connect from last year, lowered the roof and made it much more consumer friendly. You can take out the last two seats and load it with a lot of cargo. It'll actually fit 80 cubic feet behind the second row passengers. If you take out that second row passenger, it'll fit 120 cubic feet. So just a cavernous amount of space to move anything that you need to move. If you wanted to get into delivery, or again, if it just needs to be people that you need to move. What more can you say? 37 years as the best-selling vehicle, not just truck, but the best-selling vehicle in the nation is the F-Series pickup truck. With the F-150, you've got from XL all the way up to the Limited trims available in two-wheel and four-wheel drive, with short and long wheelbases in just about every cab that you can configure. And then you've got the Super Duty, which for 14 still does 400 horsepower and 800 pound-feet of torque. To put that in perspective, 10, 15 years ago, your big rigs were running about 1,000 to 1,200 pound-feet of torque. So to have a light-duty pickup truck have 800 pound-feet of torque means if you wanted to load up that vehicle and run up the mountain, you're having no issues pulling something up to 23,500 pounds. The 2014 Fusion is the only mid-sized car right now available with an all-wheel drive outside of your luxury or premium vehicle. Living here in Colorado, all-wheel drive is an extraordinarily important feature for you to have in a vehicle. Getting to and from where you need to get to with that all-wheel drive in the Fusion is extraordinarily easy. You don't have to fight with it. At O'Mara Ford, our service department is bigger than any other in town, and we also stock more parts than any other Ford dealership in town. In fact, we supply parts to most of the dealerships in town. So if your vehicle needs a part, the chances are we are going to have it in stock. The thing that does for you is it keeps you from having to wait a day or two to get a part shipped in. We can give you same-day service on very many issues. That way you're not having to dedicate your free time to sitting in a dealership when you need to be earning money. Just one of those things that we do to help you guys.